What's going on, everybody? I'm Frozen with Outdoor Adventures. Thanks for joining me today. Got a special little night planned. You might see all this extra gear that I'm carrying. I'll get to why that is in just a second here, but I'm heading behind my house, going on a little camping trip tonight just to get out. I was supposed to actually be on a little hiking trip over the weekend, but I sprained my big toe and I don't want to further bother it. But this is the campsite that I've started developing over the past couple months here. And we just got a lot of downed trees. That was all clear too back there. I gotta really bust out the chainsaw over the summer and work on that, but got a lot of things to do. It's about 5 o'clock, a little after that right now. We're just gonna enjoy a night out. Got some new things I wanna try, namely a new hammock, not a gathered in hammock. It's actually a bridge hammock sent to me from a friend. And I'm looking forward to just trying out something new. Anyway, it's gonna be a clear night. Supposed to go down into the teens tonight, but just checked the weather report and had to repack all my quilts because I had brought 0 degrees in anticipation for tonight's weather, but now it's going up to 30. So yeah, from 18 degrees to 30 degrees in a matter of hours. So we'll see how it is. But anyway, I'm gonna get set up before it gets too late. Get out my hammock. It is a Warbonnet Ridge Runner. And it was sent to me by a friend. You may know him. Fresh Ground. Yeah, he helped us on the AT with feeding us and helping us through the whites in Maine. And as a wedding gift, he actually sent me this Warbonnet Ridge Runner. So this should be very interesting. I'm excited about this. Let's check it out. Now with the Ridge Runner, it is a bridge hammock. So we got poles that we're going to put in on the ends. Black is in the front. Goes just like this. All right, that's a little high, but we'll adjust that. All right, there it is. Knock it down just a little bit. Okay, let me get my gloves back on. It's really chilly out here. It's like a cold 24 too. You know how there's like a warm 24 and a cold 24. It's like the barometric pressure or something with that. I don't know. This is gonna be quite interesting for sure. Never slept in one of these. I'm gonna pull up the bug net somehow. Let's see. I'll be honest, I've never set this up before, so we'll see how all this works. I watched a video before I came out, just to do everything wrong. All right, so this will go up here, I'm guessing. Okay, and then same thing on the other side. All right, let's get in and try it. We'll see. So weird. Okay. All right. Okay, very wobbly, but I think it'll work. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna get my quilts up. You can tell Fresh Ground's favorite color is orange. He has an orange Melanzana hoodie as well. You guys know him, blue and black all the way. Get my coat on here. It's definitely chilly. It's a real cold 24 and skies are clear, so I can't imagine that it's gonna get hotter, but we'll see. Oh yeah, nice and warm now. Okay, all right, now the one thing I'm not sure of is the underquilt. I don't know how that is actually going to attach to this hammock. All right, let's see how this is going to go here. Now typically I would just clip this underquilt to the gathered end of the hammock, but there's let's move you guys over here. You can see there's nothing to clip it to, right? There's nothing here. So I'm assuming, yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Do I attach it up here, I guess? Let's see. Am I stupid? No, that looks like it might work actually. All right, we're gonna do that. Wow, that's really tight though. All right, so we want the hammock in the middle. Kind of like that. Yeah, I feel like that'll work. I just won't tighten the shock cord lines up here because they seem to be pretty tight already. And we'll see how that goes. Let me get my foot end. Make sure I can stay warm tonight. Let's see how this feels. Yeah, I think it'll be all right. Granted, I'm probably doing this completely wrong, but I can definitely feel the warmth behind me, so I think we're good. All right. Now I just want to get a tarp up. They're calling for some flurries later, but I'm not sure. If it's clear, I don't know how there's going to be flurries, right? Now with a bridge hammock, I am being told that a standard tarp will not work as far as coverage, but I have the Light AF tarp, so hopefully that'll give me a little bit extra coverage. And I can't use these gloves for that for sure. All right, let's get this set up. Let's see at least. I'm gonna have to adjust this pretty wide here. I've got questions about this. How do you attach your tarp to your ridgeline? Do I take it off? No, I just store it in the snakeskins with the ridgeline. And this is going to need adjusted, and of course my prusik is tight. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. All right, so what I do is I go like this. I just pinch them and kind of wobble them back and forth, and that'll allow me to slide it more. I always see people struggling with that, but I'm telling you, just pinch here. Let me focus. Pinch here and back and forth until it loosens up. All right, let me get this on the tree. Probably like here. Yeah. Let's see once the tarp's up. So far so good. I don't see any coverage issues. I don't have any coverage issues with that tarp. That is awesome. I was a little worried about that. The only thing I can see that could possibly be an issue is the spreader bars on the bridge hammock, those little poles that I put in. They got little pointy edges to kind of hold the hammock or the bar in place with the hammock, and I feel like if you don't set up your tarp low enough to the ground, that those little points on there, little dimples or whatever you want to call them, those could dig into your tarp. But once I get in there, I'm going to be lower, and I think I'm going to have plenty of space. All right, guys, so I finally did it. I finally got myself a camp chair. Oh yeah, lightweight camp chair. Stanley Cup champions. A while ago, though. All right. Next thing I want to do is I want to get a fire going, and I have a lot of wood already collected for me. I'll explain why in just a second here. Now we just had a monsoon last night, so I'm a little worried about getting the fire started, but once I got it going, we're gonna have a nice warm fire all night. So let's see what we can do. Cotton ball soaked in Vaseline. Probably way too much Vaseline on here. I got a little sawdust, and I'm totally cheating with the fire tonight. I think I just got this wet. Alright, let's see what we can do with this sawdust. There we go. Alright, now it's time to cheat. Now if I can get that started, we're golden the rest of the night, because I have 2x4s and a whole bunch of construction material, and it's going to be easy peasy keeping this going all night. I think we actually got it. So I'm just going to start stacking wood now. Little pieces still. It's delicate right now, but I think that wood is on fire. I'm keeping the air coming in here because we got a slight breeze this way. I'm trying to keep all the heat in to kind of dry out the water from all this wood. It's been out here for a couple days now. So like I said, if this gets going, I'll have no problem. I got a whole bunch of 2x4s and a whole bunch of construction stuff from a project I just did in my house. And I'll tell you guys all about that whenever we sit down for dinner tonight. Speaking of dinner, I got steak and potatoes, and it's going to be delicious steak because it's like $15 a pound because of all the inflation going on. So I'm going to savor every single bite of that steak tonight. It's going to be good. I haven't had steak or bacon or anything, anything like chicken wings, nothing that's been overinflated. All right, everybody, we're going good now. Look at that roaring fire, and we got wood for days. I'm going to burn all this wood tonight. I have all these 2x4s and everything from a recent construction project that I did. That's kind of where I've been. I've been filming videos on and off as I have time. It's harder with a family now for sure. But that's one of the things I want to talk to you guys about. So I did a renovation project where I took our smallest unoccupied bedroom, right? You can probably figure out where this is going. And I moved the wall 2 feet, cut into mine and Chrissy's closets, and moved the master bedroom wall about 1.5 feet. So this one room is now the size of the other 2 rooms. So everybody has like the same size bedrooms. We have 3 of the same size bedrooms. And that was done because I'm having a baby, everybody. I'm having my son in May. I am so excited to tell you guys that. I've been waiting for weeks to tell everybody this. And we really wanted to hold off until we knew for sure. We've had quite a bit of problems getting pregnant and staying pregnant, which is one of the reasons why we moved into this house. We thought we were having a baby almost 2 years ago, and it didn't work out. It's been a really rough up and down stretch for us, but me and Chrissy are super excited to have a child of our own. I have 2 stepkids, and I love them to death. They are the most amazing kids I've ever met in my life, and it's awesome to have a positive influence in their lives and get them outdoors. We've been camping back here a couple times in the fall, and they absolutely love it. So probably going to take like Tucker, he's 8, probably going to take him on his first backpacking trip, probably in the end of summer, the end of fall. But we're so excited to be having an addition to our family. I feel like before the AT, I was just really bored all the time. I would just, drink out of boredom, smoke out of boredom. You guys probably didn't know that. And I feel like, as silly as it sounds, the AT really kick-started my life in the right direction. And I'm just looking forward to May. So Chrissy's birthday is in May, my birthday's in May, and then Logan, my son, will be born in May. May 11th is the expected date. So, like I said, it's been hard to film for sure. This channel's not going away anytime soon. And I'm sure people are going to want to know the question on, is the PCT through hike still happening? There, can you see me a little bit better now? I didn't bring my light up here because I thought it was gonna die in like 10 minutes since it's so cold out here. My camera's already at 20%. I got 2 more batteries, no big deal. But honestly, guys, the PCT through hike is still happening. Okay, 2024, the date isn't changing. Chrissy, my wife, really wants me to get the PCT done. It's been, it was another lifelong dream that kind of got born on the AT. On Baldpate Mountain, I still remember me telling myself that, within 5 years of completing this trail, I'm going to through hike the PCT. And, I asked Christy a couple weeks ago if she still was on board with this, and she says 100% totally on board with you hiking the PCT. Another thing I want to say is I'm sure there's people that are going to call me a bad father, okay? I understand where you're coming from. I totally do. I've mauled through it in my head. If you have support from family to follow your dreams, to do it, you may not get another chance. I mean, if you look at my uncle, he was hunting and trapping one day and then paralyzed the next day, and now he's not even with us anymore. You know what I mean? It happens like that, and I'm hiking the PCT in 2024 in his memory, and it's definitely going to happen, guys. So don't call me a bad father, okay? It's just I want to teach my kids what I believe in. Anyway, I'm happy I got that out. I've been wanting to tell you guys forever, but, like I said, it's been an up and down, bumpy road with the pregnancy. So I really like it up here. Like, you can see all of the houses and lights and everything from on top of this hill where my campsite is, and it's pretty. It's it's really pretty. Granted, I'm really close to the houses. In my last house, I had to walk about a mile to get to my campsite. This one's just right over the hill from my house. Like, you can see my house right down over the hill over there. But when the leaves are on the trees, you really can't see any of this. It's kind of like your own private getaway back here. You could still hear the road and the cars driving down, but, if you want a night out quickly at last minute, you can just come down here, and I have my own little spot to myself up here. You can see all the wood from the project over here, and I have this pile, and I have 3 more piles probably down behind my house. So I took everything down to the studs, all the drywall off, re-ran all the electric, and I did most of it myself. I hired a contractor to come in to do some of the more complicated electrical where I couldn't get behind a wall, and the mudding of the drywall, which I can't do mudding. I'm terrible at it. On the menu tonight, I actually got a special treat. Like I said, we got some steak and potatoes. We got it all wrapped in foil. We're gonna put it down here, probably like right here on the coals. Yeah, we're gonna heat that up. That's gonna be so good. I'm so looking forward to that. And then, in a little bit, we're gonna partake in a nice delirium red. This is I forget what this one is. This is an 8. I think the Tremont is an 8.6 or something like that. But looking forward to that. It's cold. It's definitely dropping out here. Even next to the fire, it's dropping. Oh, that's gonna be so good. I can't wait. I think my food is done. Oh yeah. Oh man. That is good. I'm gonna be so manly, I'm gonna eat this with a spoon. Oh yeah. All I got is salt and pepper on them too. They're delicious. That grease is on fire in my potatoes. Cheers, everybody. All right, everybody, here's my 550 ml pot. I haven't tested this yet. Out? Wow, okay. I haven't tested inside here. I got my canister stove, and then behind that, it's a little dark, sorry, I should have brought my other light. I have my BRS and my mini Bic lighter in there, and they all fit. So I'm gonna let this heat up in my pocket for a few minutes so I can start boiling some water. I brought the BRS stove, this little guy right here, out with me. This is the same stove that I used on the AT. Like this thing for like what, 20 bucks? I think it was 15 when I bought it, for 20 bucks. Man, it is a nice freaking stove. Like I'm pretty, like people spend money on like those pocket rockets and jet boils and this fancy smancy garbage, and you know, this little stove lasts an entire through hike. I think a few years before the through hike, and still continues to this day just to be reliable. Watch, it'll break tonight. I'm happy to see that ramen fits in there. It's a little iffy on that. Yeah, it fits pretty good. 550. All right. Oh, wow, is that the moon? Oh, you guys gotta check this out. It's the best I can zoom on this camera, guys, sorry, but man, it's like literally blood red. I didn't remember seeing a blood moon in like the weather forecast at all, but wasn't necessarily looking either. That is awesome. Just told Chrissy to go look at it. Ramen noodles gonna be good. Something hot, you know. Jeez, definitely chilled out from when I first got up here. I'll look and see the temp in a little bit here. You guys hear that? Listen to this. It just stopped. Sounded like something was fighting for its life. Got a nice roaring fire here. Sitting pretty darn close. The forecast is back to being in the teens, so whoop-de-doo for me. Just brought my 20s out. So it's expected to go up to 25 tonight, so it's not a huge deal. I don't feel like rolling back to the house and getting my zeros, to be honest with you. I have them, just, you know, whatever. If I get too cold, I can just go back to the house, you know. But I'm kind of curious of what that animal was, for sure. All right, everybody, 9:30, in bed, ready for sleep. But tell you what, this hammock is a little more wobbly than I expected.
But feels solid, feels sturdy. I was thinking that it would like sag a little bit. That's not the case at all. It's pretty stiff material. But I'll let you guys know in the morning. Think I'm gonna have a problem like rolling over and peeing outside the hammock, but I don't know. I think I'll flip over. That might not be the best idea. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya. How do I get out of this thing? There it is. Good morning, everybody. Good night sleep in that hammock. Though, I'll be honest, I do for sure prefer the gathered end hammocks. I feel like I'm just a little wobbly in that. Not as wobbly as like when I first got in. I figured out how to like move around in it, but I don't know, I just felt like my shoulders were getting pinched too a little bit. Didn't have as much room, I felt like, at least. Even though I have more room in that one, go figure. I think I'd prefer the gathered end hammocks. But, granted, my first night out, I probably set it up completely wrong. I'll have to check it out. Anyway, it's about 6:15. My body's awake. I laid awake for about 30 minutes already. So, time to get up and start the day. Got nothing to do today, but happy birthday to my brother today. Anyway, let's get some breakfast. A little ice this morning. Hopefully that's enough to make coffee. Should be. We'll see. Let's see if this is even gonna work. It's pretty darn icy. Might just make some coffee this morning. Yeah. One thing I do like about that hammock is the pocket system. It's by Warbonnet. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. A Warbonnet Ridge Runner. I'm not sure if you guys remember my Blackbird. Assuming some of you do at least. But it's got like the pockets on the sides, kind of like the shelf system on the Blackbird, and that stays in your underquilt on this one. So I was able to like keep all my electronics in the canisters and everything, my lighter. I was able to just throw that all in the pocket, and the warmth from my underquilt was able to save the batteries and everything. So this should start right up. Oh man, we're sputtering. Oh, we're good. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna make coffee today. Here's my water bottle. It's just, wow, I almost freaking slipped out. It's all icy over here. Look at that. Just ice. It wasn't even that cold last night. It was 19 when I went to bed, maybe 18. That was a little chilly. And when I woke up, it's about 28 now. And it's starting to snow. Huh. Alright, let's wait for this coffee to heat up. My Nylaflume bag ripped. Look at that. These things. That's why I don't recommend a Nylaflume bag on a through hike. Fine for like weekend trips, but man, I think that was like a 2-week-old bag. They're just too delicate. And something that you look at that. And something that you want to make sure your gear is waterproof. Yeah. Go a step up, get the contractor bag or compactor bag. I mean. All right. Oh man. Another thing I don't like. Taking the poles out, they're extremely cold and uncomfortable to handle without gloves, that is. Oh man. Snow's coming down. Man, can we get a break? It's been like constant snow on the ground and then followed by rain at 50-degree weather. It's like so weird, the season this year. I mean, it's typical Pittsburgh weather. I don't know why I get surprised by this every year, but it's just goofy how it works here. And it's probably like that everywhere, but this was nice. This was nice to do. And every once in a while, even if I can't get out, this place is always there. You know what I mean? It's always available for me to just run up real quick and just get outside and sleep. You know what I mean? I'm lucky. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my coffee, finish packing up, and then head back to the house here. One more thing about the bridge hammock, the War Bonnet Ridge Runner. I feel like I could sleep on my side better in my Darien, which is a gathered end hammock, than I can in the bridge hammock. I feel like my shoulders just kind of get pinched. I don't know how to explain it. It's a harder, non-stretchy material, firmer material, I guess I should say, and I just feel like it's overall more comfortable, at least for me, in the gathered end hammock in the Darien. So it was nice to try the bridge hammock for sure, but I think I'll give it 1 or 2 more nights, but I'll probably end up migrating back to the Darien for comfort only. We're not talking about weight. The Darien's gonna kill the bridge hammock any day. We're talking about under a pound hammock to, I think it's 20 ounces, 25 ounces maybe for the bridge. But yeah, good testing though. All right, everybody, with that, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Frozen, and I'll see you on the trail. Have a great day, everybody.